Good morning, it's John Cotton's Classics. Just an update on the MOT problem we had the other day. Hopefully you saw my vlog on that. She failed last time, a few days ago, on a brake cylinder seizing on the offside rear. So we stripped her out, stripped both sides out actually. The lines are fine. The other side is fine, and we replaced both cylinders anyway, and put it back in yesterday, and she passed flying colours. MOT inspector again said he's amazed at the condition of it underneath there, and we only got a couple of advisories. One was a bit of play in the steering rack and a CV boot, little hole, little tear. So we'll do those over the winter period. So yeah, we got a new one. I'll just show you the just to make sure that you know we got an MOT certificate. Don't know whether you can see that or not. And there it is. Great to see. And this was the hang on, let's put it into focus. This was the offending article. One aftermarket brake, and I think it's quite a cheap one. There's no markers, maker's mark on it anywhere, certainly not a Girling or Lockheed. And put my finger in, absolutely solid. We tried to free it off with pliers just to see how bad it was. We were going to place it anyway, so it wasn't bad. I mean, the big coins are 18 quid for two, and that's that was Girling ones as well, so I was very pleased with that. So yeah, she's up and running. We are going to put it back in the garage because the weather's not nice, and it looks like rain and more rain down in Cornwall. I know we get that anyway, but it does get a bit miserable. But we will be taking her out on dry days just to give her a run, because there's nothing worse than just putting the car into hibernation, not using it, not turning the engine over, and not making the wheels move. Nothing worse, few things you can do is put the handbrake on, because you'll find there's seas over the winter period normally. So that's what we're going to do with her. Just to update you, we've got a new member of the fleet for the wife, little Panda 1200 active or something. Not my sort of thing, but she likes it. But yeah, does about 55 to the gallon, so I'm told. I'm keeping an eye on the mileage on that now. So I put a certain amount of petrol in it and see what we get. Now, one thing I don't like on this car, and I think I mentioned it before, was the plastic trims on this, and I find them horrible. It was typical 80s style plastic. I don't like the bumpers. It's the other thing I don't like. I prefer the Mark 1 and Mark 2s on that. But the trims on it are awful. In fact, I did have problems with it. I've had it before. You take them off, you tighten them up, put them on the right torque, and then you go up the road and you try it again, and they've loosened off a little bit. Trouble is, the actual wheel nuts tighten up on the plastic and not on the metal. And I think it gives like a springing effect. I don't like them, so I'm thinking of what to do with those. I'm thinking probably a nice set of Minolites or something like that, if I can get hold of them at the right price. I think these are 13-inch. You got any suggestions or comments what would look good on here? I'll be glad to hear it. Yeah, we will be looking at replacing that over this year, over this coming winter period. And we're also going to try and do something about the carburation on it. It's not a problem, it goes well, but I think there's a little bit more to give. So we're looking at SU stroke twin Strombergs, or perhaps a Weber setup. I know there's one channel, car channel, he's got an Allegro, and I did see it the other day, and I think he had twin rubbers on it, and that sounded quite awesome, so I wouldn't mind following on that. Depends on price. I've got a budget like everyone, and but it would be nice. Perhaps again you'd like to comment on that and what you think would be a good idea. Other than that, I think we're probably going to do a little bit with a dash. I don't want to go start cutting holes or anything like that in it, or do anything like that. I want to try and keep it so I can always put it back to as original as possible if I ever want to sell it, which I probably won't, but you never know. Sometimes you might have to. But I can do, I think I would like a rev counter. I got used to a rev counter because nearly all modern cars have rev counters, don't they? And I could do with an oil temperature gauge and an oil pressure gauge. I think that would be nice. So we will be probably looking at doing something like that. Anyway, I think that's about it for the moment. Please give us your thumbs up if you enjoyed our videos, and because it does, I do like to see people that appreciate it, and please subscribe if you can, and we'll see you in another one. Bye bye.